Halloween Horror Nights is back at Universal Orlando Resort, and by popular demand, so is this video where I try every single item at Halloween Horror Nights, starting with the Halloween Horror Nights staple item, the Twisted Tater. It's a potato twisted on a stick. Delicious as always. Let's go to the next item. Korean cheese dogs have returned to the event. They were one of my favorite items last year, and they're back this year. This is the cordyceps corn dog, and it's, like I said, a cheese dog with crispy potato sticks, truffle cream sauce, and bacon sprouts. This is gonna be messy, but I think it's gonna be really good. They had a similar item last year, one of my favorites, and I think this year's is even better than last year's. This is an item that I would definitely get again, particularly the crispy potato sticks. I feel like really complement it well. This beautiful creation is the Bloody Campground Poutine. So it is crispy fries topped with Asian-inspired gravy, char siu roasted pork, cheese curds, scallions, and crispy chilies. And you can see there's quite a few chilies on there, so I'm interested to see the spice here on this one. The pork looks great as well. Wow. That is some of the best pork I've had at Universal. I really liked the pork in this. I thought it was cooked really well, extremely tasty. I was worried about the chilies, so I will say there is a good amount of chili in here, but it's easily avoidable. So, and I'm sure you could probably just order it and say, hey, no chili, but you can kind of pick around the chili and kind of create your own spice, create your own adventure, but with spice, essentially. I would give it maybe like a 3 out of 5 on spice if you do eat a lot of the chili pieces, but again, you could pick around it. This is another one I'll get again. I thought it was really good. So the tagline of Halloween Horror Nights is never go alone. I like I'll have the fork skull as if I'm about to like, I'm really ready to go. It's the tagline's never go alone, so of course I cannot go alone. I brought Madison, my lovely girlfriend, as one of the people that's gonna be joining me. There's more to come, more guests to come. I'm not gonna say who's my favorite guest or anything. Madison's definitely in the running.
Hold on.
Okay, take it away.
Hi, so I am the residential vegetarian in the OI family, and I'm going to be trying the vegan Burt Ends Poutine. I'm excited. What it is it's vegan cheese, beefless Burt Ends with gravy, and then there's scallions as well. Over, of course, fries. The vegan Burt Ends is kind of your standard plant-based meat. The star of the show here is the cheese. Oh my goodness, that cheese is incredible. It is vegan, and I think one of my favorite parts as well is the scallions that they have on top. It adds a nice freshness to this dish.
So we're filming this on the second night of Halloween Horror Nights, and so there's been a few media events, and this next item they've served to the media before, and so far it has been my favorite dessert item that I have tried at Halloween Horror Nights this year. It's the Bloody Snowball. It's of course themed to the Yeti house, and it has chocolate cake with marshmallow buttercream and coconut. Normally, if I wasn't sure about an item, I would just take a small bite, but I am going for like this full fork full right now, and we're just gonna. This still early in the evening, but this remains my favorite dessert really in the last couple years of Halloween Horror Nights. I think I'll have to reflect back on Halloween Horror Nights desserts, but this is a really good one. I'm a sucker for a chocolate cake. So you've got the chocolate cake here, very moist. Like I was pleasantly surprised, not too dry. Sometimes theme park chocolate cake is a little dry. And then you've got the outer of marshmallow and coconut. Of course, you do have to like coconut and chocolate to want to get this, but if you like those flavors, this is an awesome option, and it's super themed, right? Like, out of all the items we've tried, this is one of the best themed items, and so really a home run when it's both themed and tastes great.
I am excited for this year's vegetarian twisted tater. It is The Last of Us themed with porcini mushroom powder on it, as well as a mushroom emulsion. Looks really good. That powder has such a great earthy bite to it, and that emulsion over top, it just adds the right texture of sweetness and cream to this dish. I'm really enjoying this.
Next up is the Surfer Boy Tropical Punch. I am particularly Tropical Dream Punch. I apologize, I skipped a word there. I'm particularly excited about this one because it can be served with or without rum, and I do not drink alcohol, so really exciting that they have more mocktail options at Halloween Horror Nights. This one was garnished with a pineapple gummy as well, and it also includes orange, pineapple, lime, passion fruit, grapefruit juice with vanilla bean, and of course the pineapple gummy that I mentioned. We'll give it a good stir here since it's been sitting for a little bit. It does look like a tropical dream. So this is a delicious drink. I was really pleasantly surprised. The pineapple is definitely the flavor I taste the most, followed by the orange. I taste hints of orange, but the flavor that I taste the most is pineapple. You may be familiar, I do like plain things, the rumors are true, and so I have basically a Surfer Boy cheese pizza, which is just a French bread style cheese pizza. And I'm kind of excited. You know, it's a good break from the kind of more complex dishes. This is as simple as it gets. This may be a contender for my favorite pizza right now on property. Currently that title belongs to Red Oven. I like the jalapeno at Red Oven. This is really good. It's a completely different kind of style of pizza. You know, it's way thicker inside. The outer crust is crispy, but then this has like got a really nice texture to it. So it's not crispy all the way through. And then the cheese on top, not too thick. I'm one of the, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I'm one of the people who, I don't like a ton of cheese on my pizza. So overall, I'm a fan. This is another, I've been saying about like almost every item. This is another one I'd get again.
So up next is the Surfer Boy vegan pizza. It has pineapple, jalapeno, sausage crumbles, and it's a French bread pizza. This is actually my very first time trying pineapple on pizza, so let's give it a shot. I was kind of nervous because I have never had pineapple on pizza. I loved it. It's so delicious. The jalapenos as well give a great spice. This is fantastic. I didn't even realize it was vegan cheese, and then I remembered after I ate it. Delicious, would recommend.
It would not be a Halloween Horror Nights food video or any Universal food video without Trevor, our photo and video manager. And Trevor, you know, he's been thinking all year about the next fact he's gonna share for the Halloween Horror Nights video. Go ahead, Trevor.
The most fun fact I can think of right now is that I saw some bears on a vacation recently.
Bears?
And that was the coolest thing.
Did you get footage?
Yeah, I got some footage.
He'll put the footage here.
Well, oh,
footage,
no, pressure.
Yeah,
okay,
awesome.
Here we go. I'll find it
Okay,
somewhere.
good luck.
All right, thank you. I get to try the Surfer Boy Hawaiian pizza. So excited. This one has meat on it, Scotch Spam. It also has pineapple chutney, jalapeno, scallions, and mozzarella. Digging in. Try before you deny, just like Mama used to make it. So, so good. Enjoyed the heck out of it. The Spam is fantastic. I think that's the first time I've ever had Spam. Very good, very crispy. Pineapples are great on pizza. You can't prove me wrong. Fantastic addition. Jalapenos were good, scallions were good. All around, great dish, and you get a lot of food. Good bang for your buck.
I just want to say, we're 3 for 3 with pineapple on pizza right now. We have 3 pineapple lovers right now. Yeah. So I think that's I think it's unpopular. Woo! But that's
rock, paper, scissors.
Turkey.
I am so excited to try Yuri's favorite. This looks so good. I love the little container it comes in, the little logo. Look at the back. Does that not look good? Inside of that is chocolate cake with peanut butter mousse and Reese's Pieces. I cannot tell you how excited I am to try this. Let's break it open and try it out. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't think you can go wrong with this one, but maybe I'll be wrong. Oh, wow. Mmm. So Taylor likes the Yeti Snowball as his favorite dessert so far. This is my favorite dessert so far. This reminds me of a peanut butter pie that my grandmother makes. It is so good. I think it's actually a lot for your money. Like, I was like, oh, this is kind of tiny for $6, but there's actually a lot in here. So, so good. And the backstory to Yuri, I'm not sure if you know, but he smuggles peanut butter into the USSR because it's unobtainable there for some reason. So he smuggles that in on his plane, and we see that in Stranger Things Series 4. So good, highly recommend. Get this, you will not be disappointed.
In our Blinky cup, we have the Salt Lake City iced coffee, which is brewed coffee, espresso liqueur. It has vanilla bean, smoked sea salt, and Hello Smokes bitters in it. I'm super excited to give it a try. The coffee flavor in this is incredible. I love that it's iced. It's perfect for an evening where you're kind of staying up late. The vanilla flavor is super good as well.
This is the Lakeside Meat Stew. It's a beef cheek stew with fingerling potatoes, wood ear mushrooms, tempura fried enoki mushrooms, and white rice. Again, we gotta try to get like a good mixture here of a few of the items. So longtime viewers of these videos where I try all the food items are probably gonna recall that I usually call out items that are better for certain weather. So, you know, like warmer temperatures or cooler temperatures. This one's good now. Today it's only like low 80s, so it's good now, but it's gonna be phenomenal on a cold night, later into Halloween Horror Night season when it gets chillier. I shouldn't say cold for the people watching from outside of Florida, but when it gets chillier, this is gonna be amazing. This reminds me of growing up, my mom would make a beef stroganoff, and it reminds me kind of the beef stroganoff. It's a beef stew, really good. Really, really good. If you like anything of that nature, like a beef stroganoff or a beef stew, it's really enjoyable.
Okay, this is the Left Behind ravioli, which is mini cheese ravioli. They are in marinara sauce with truffle cream, garlic bread, and tempura fried gnocchi mushrooms. This is themed to The Last of Us. I'm so excited to try this. This lived up to the hype. The tempura mushrooms are absolutely incredible. They add an excellent bite. The ravioli with the truffle sauce on them, that is so delicious, so creamy. The truffle flavoring isn't too heavy. I agree with what Taylor said. This would be really good in a cooler evening of HHN. That said, it comes in such a great themed container. I get it up probably next time we come to. The Fredra Ration Bar looks delicious. It's a scotcheroo, but the chocolate has coffee. I grew up eating scotcheroos, which are kind of like a peanut butter or Rice Krispie treat topped with really thick, decadent chocolate. I'm super excited to eat this. Y'all, this is the combo of HHN. You get the Ration Bar, you get the Salt Lake City iced coffee drink. They go perfectly together. There's just a hint of coffee in the chocolate. It's not super, super heavy. It will pair so perfectly though with this drink. Enjoy.
This is really a Halloween Horror Night staple. They are battered and fried Oreos with confetti all around them. Well, they change it up from time to time, but fried Oreos have been around for quite a while at Halloween Horror Nights. Always a awesome little treat. Comes with 4 of them. I can't recommend these enough. If you've never had a fried Oreo before, when they fry it, it makes the Oreo inside soft. A really tasty option if you like Oreos and you like fried food. It's exactly what it sounds like, and the powdered sugar on top is wonderful as well. The time has come for one of the most interesting looking items this year. This was one of the first photos they released. Oh, that's Oddfellow's whistle. This is one of the first items they released this year. The internet was kind of questioning it, I think. I have had it once already, so I do know my thoughts, but I'll hold them until I try it again. So it's a smash burger. It's called a peanut butter burger. It's got peanut sauce, raspberry jelly, cheddar cheese, shaved onions. I don't like onions. Jalapeno bacon, and cherry peppers on a vampire bun. So that's why the bun's red, because it's a vampire. Don't ask me what that means though, because I couldn't tell you. Okay. So Trevor and I have both had this one several times now and really enjoy it. So I do not taste the shaved onions that much. There is a little bit of spice. I would say I'd give it another 3 out of 5 on the spice scale. But it is a really tasty burger. I know, optics wise, it definitely looks like it belongs to Halloween Horror Nights. Like it's got a scary look to it, but I think you should give it a shot. If you like smashed burgers, it is a really tasty burger, and it's different, right? Like it's not like a normal theme park burger that you can get in a few places here.
This is the Tinseltown Torment. It's Old Forester bourbon, cherry brandy, orange bitters, chocolate and cherry syrup, orange and cranberry juices. Cheers. The cherry and cranberry flavors are definitely super strong. I don't taste the bourbon too heavily, but I do really enjoy the cherry and cranberry flavors.
At the end of the video, we're gonna share our favorite items from the evening, but I'm gonna face my fear. There's an item this year, it may be the scariest item I've ever seen at Halloween Horror Nights. It's a hot dog with bubblegum mustard and Kool-Aid pickles. That sounds like something that I made up in AI, but it's a real item this year at Halloween Horror Nights, and I am absolutely terrified, but I'm gonna face my fear and try. It's gonna be the last item of the night. I warned you there are special guests coming, and I am proud to introduce the first special guest of the Pew 2. This is Anna Pugh.
Hi guys, I am super excited to be here to try some food, and I think what we have today is, this is from the Chucky booth, which I was super excited to come for. Obviously, I'm a bit of a Chucky fan, it's a redhead thing, but this is popcorn with flaming hot Cheetos dust on it. I'm typically not a huge spicy food fan, but last year at the event they had a twisted tater that had queso and the flaming hot Cheeto dust on it, and I loved that. So I'm really interested to try it on popcorn. So I guess we'll just dig in.
Cheers.
I did have Tyler go get me some water before we started this because I was worried. And I was gonna say that it wasn't that hot, but it is hitting now. So it is a little bit of a delayed spice, but it's pretty good. And what's interesting, I guess it makes sense because it's flaming hot Cheetos, but I didn't really expect it to have like a cheesy flavor, but it does. It has like a buttery, cheesy flavor, and then the spice hits later. It's actually pretty good. Like, I would continue to eat this.
Oh, I didn't see that there. This is the fried till the end chicken. So it is essentially like popcorn chicken, but it has It's fried, obviously, and it has Nashville. I'm sad to report it has Nashville hot sauce on it. Longtime viewers know I'm a Buffalo kind of guy, not a Nashville kind of guy. There's a trend right now where we're doing a lot of Nashville. We've got to bring back the Buffalo. It's got a nice ring to it, lots of bees there. Bring back Buffalo. Comment below. Okay, so it also has dranch, is what I said. It has ranch and chili threads as well. That's these little threads or chili threads. That's fun. Hot item alert. This is like a 4. My mouth's burning right now as I talk. We'll see how fast this take goes. I feel like I'm more motivated because I need water. This is like a 4.5 out of 5. This is the spiciest item I've had so far at Halloween Horror Nights. Maybe the spiciest item that I can think of that I've ever had at Halloween Horror Nights. This is a really spicy item. Trevor's like doubting me behind the camera. He's about to try something if he doubts me again. The ranch, does complement it well. It of course cools it off a little bit. I would get it again, but do be aware, it's a spicy item.
All right, I'm going to try the vegan walking taco. I don't know why I had to look down for that. I'm gonna try the vegan walking taco now. This is Fritos topped with vegan chorizo, vegan shredded mozzarella, black beans, roasted corn salsa, pico de gallo, vegan sour cream, shredded lettuce, and cilantro. I'm kind of nerding out because as a vegetarian, I feel like I've always wanted a walking taco, but it always has shredded meat in it. So I'm actually really excited to get to try one that is vegetarian, well, vegan in this case. I don't think I've also had vegan sour cream before. There we go. There's so much in here. It's very classic, great flavors. I really enjoy the vegan mozzarella in here. It tastes very real to me. The Fritos give it a great crunch, and you can walk around the park with this.
This is the vegan churros with ice cream. So you might remember they had vegan churros at a previous event. I don't remember which one, but they are a relatively new creation here at Universal. And I did enjoy them. I don't enjoy them quite as much as a regular churro, but if you're vegan, it's obviously a great option because you can't have a regular churro. It also comes with vegan ice cream, or I believe it's gelato. Here, let me double check. Yes, vegan gelato. I'm sorry to be technical there. And then they drip like a little coconut nectar on top, and they also top it with some Oreos as well. I think the portion size of churros is very generous. I don't know like what the equivalent of like, because when you buy a regular churro, it's larger. So I don't know, is this the equivalent of like 1.5 churros? Is kind of like what I guess I would say. I don't know. Someone will have to do the math. Smarter than me will do the math on that one. Let's try the vegan gelato first with Oreos here. The vegan gelato is good. It tastes pretty much like regular gelato, vanilla gelato. But the coconut nectar is extremely strong. Like I thought I just had like a tiny little drizzle of it, and you can really, really taste the coconut nectar. Not for bad or worse, it's just a strong flavor. They're honestly better than I remembered. They're really close to a normal churro. Not quite as good as a normal churro, but really, really, really close. Great alternative, and really, I mean, very I like the flavor combination of the coconut nectar with the vanilla and the Oreos. There's like a crunch with the Oreo. You've got the warm churros, the cold ice cream. Lots of cool combinations here. I would give this again. Much like my video, the Chicharrones are back at Cafe La Bamba, or over here next to Cafe La Bamba. They've returned, I think, for 3 events now. I want to say last Halloween, maybe they were introduced, and then they brought them back for Mardi Gras, and now they're here again. A really delicious treat. Just much like the walking taco, it's very portable, right? Like they sell them in these bags. You can like try to reseal the bag and then put it in your bag and then take it through a haunted house or something like that. I like them because they're transportable. Spoiler alert, I also really enjoy these just generally. We're gonna do a test just to make sure I still enjoy them. Happy to confirm they're still wonderful, nice and crunchy. Okay, cinnamon taste. If I had to choose between this and the churros, I'm choosing these. These are really good.
I'm so excited to try this, but I have a confession. Up until the Taste of Terror event, maybe a little before, I had no idea walking tacos were an actual thing. So blew my mind, and I've been dying to try one ever since. So this is my moment. I'm digging in. This is the non-vegetarian, non-vegan version, by the way. It's everything I dreamed of and more. I love the Fritos. I love the ground beef, the lettuce, the sour cream, the tomatoes, the black beans. It's all fantastic. And I think Taylor mentioned it. You can take this anywhere. That's what's so nice is I can walk and I can taco. And I think that's a brilliant move on Universal's part. 10 out of 10. Yeah, watch this, watch this. I'm not actually eating, but for demonstration purposes. I am also excited for the al pastor torta. I hope I said that right. It's al pastor pork, black bean spread, smashed avocados, tomato, shredded lettuce, pickled onions, queso fresco, torta bread, and pickled jalapenos. I'm just excited for the bean spread. So they put the pickled jalapenos on the side. I took a solo bite of that. I know they're pickled jalapenos, but they've got a little bit of a kick to them. And I just took a little bite, and I love spice, but a little bit of kick there. Not unbearable. The sandwich itself, awesome. Really caught me by surprise, especially the bean spread. Fantastic. So, highly recommend.
This is probably the last Halloween Horror Nights where it's named Kids Own Pizza Company, but it's still Kids Own Pizza Company at the moment. They have pizza fries, the Halloween Horror Nights staple. They've been here for many years. You watched us try them for many years. We're not going to grab them tonight because I've had them so many times. They're good. Probably not the first thing I would get at Halloween Horror Nights. That's controversial, but I would get a twisted tater before I got pizza fries. They come in 3 varieties like every year: classic, s'mores, and vegan. The sun has set, which means it's time for our next guest. You may have been able to guess based off of Anna Pugh earlier. I now am proud to present the other half of the Pugh 2, Tyler Pugh. Not to be confused with Taylor Pugh, by the way.
I'm still waiting. The last time we did this, you said you were going to disclose your favorite Pugh at the end of the video, and that did not happen. So I'll be waiting for the end of this video to see if we finally hear that information.
It's more of like an editing issue, you know, like I always record it and then the editor just never puts it in.
I'll leave a note for him.
Tyler's been asking all night for a stew. Kind of an odd request. I don't understand why. Like every food booth we go to, he's just like, "Where's the stew?"
I'm a big stew guy. Like, everybody knows that. Anna really knows that. I request stew for dinner at least 4 times a week.
And longtime viewers of the Pew 2 probably understand.
Y'all know. Y'all know.
The Pew Crew, as they're called. Have you ever considered Stew Crew?
Yeah, that's coming. I wish you hadn't spoiled that, but yeah, we're probably gonna try to start canning our own stew. And so this is the Witch's Spell Cauldron Stew. It's green chili and chicken stew served with a skeleton cornbread. I've not had many stews in the theme parks. As a matter of fact, this will be the first one. The green chili actually has some spice to it that I was not expecting. I was expecting it so little that I didn't even get something to drink. So what we'll do is we will eat some cornbread to try to wash that down. The cornbread's not bad. It just caught me off guard. I do like more of a savory cornbread, and some people like sweet cornbread, but this is more like a cake. Like if it had sprinkles in it, it wouldn't shock me. It's just really, really sweet. It caught me off guard. I don't know if I'd get the stew again, and it may just be because it's always 95 down here. Up next, I'm gonna eat some duck. So this is butternut and duck galette. This is duck confit and roasted butternut squash filled pastry garnished with buckshot candies. The buckshot definitely adds texture. You can't really taste it, but there's like a crunch that you know is not supposed to be there. Other than that, it's actually not bad. Like, it's pretty good. I do like butternut squash, so I enjoy that. And the duck is really good, and the pastry's still flaky. It's been sitting here for a minute, and the pastry is still really flaky. I actually enjoy this.
This is the icy floater. So this is just a typical icy that you can get at the parks during the daytime, but you can get alcohol added to it for HHN. And not only do you get to pick your icy flavor, but you also get to pick what alcohol goes in here. So you can get vodka or cruisin' rum. I'm personally a rum girly, so I got rum in here. I'm a little concerned about trying this because it looks like all of the alcohol is at the bottom and all of the slushy is at the top. So it may seem a little strong, but the cool part about this is the cup that it comes in. It's like a souvenir cup. Like, it's hard plastic, like it's a little flexible and bendy, but it has like a really cute logo on it, like a Halloween logo. Like, I kind of want to keep this, but let's give this a try and hope it's not too strong. Delicious. My suspicions were confirmed. All of the alcohol is at the bottom and all of the slushy is at the top. So like, just, you know, take a sip at the bottom and then pull the straw up. Get the top, much better. All right, I needed something to wash down that icy with. So this is the soda pop churro. So it's a churro and then it has Bavarian filling on the inside. It's dipped in cola glaze. And then the textured stuff that you see on the outside is carbonated sugar. I feel like that's another way of saying Pop Rocks or popping candy. I could be wrong, but we're gonna find out. I also find it interesting that it's only like the top little bit that is dipped in the glaze and covered in the sugar. The rest of it just looks like a completely normal churro. Okay, very interesting. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be like popping candy on the top because that's what carbonated sugar sounds like to me, but it's not. It's just like really crunchy sugar. It's almost like kosher salt texture, but in sugar form. I also did not get to the filling with this first bite that I took. The glaze didn't necessarily scream cola to me. It was just sweet and kind of syrupy. Overall, not bad. This is one of the better churros that I've had at Universal, so I would recommend this over just like a standard churro.
Tonight we're taking you through all the food booths they set up specially for Halloween Horror Nights. However, some of the new food booths throughout Universal Studios that are permanent this year every day, they have put a few Halloween-inspired items. Most of them are returning items that I've tried in previous videos. So for example, there's a spicy turkey and squash bun, bao bun here essentially, that I really enjoyed last year, particularly on cooler nights. So I recommend stopping by some of the permanent snack stands as well, but tonight we're focusing on the specially built ones, fully themed just for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm admittedly getting a little nervous. As you can probably tell by the time in the video, we're getting close to Kool-Aid hot dog time. That's what I'm nicknaming it. It also has bubblegum mustard. I probably mentioned that. I have some concerns. Let's head that direction.
I'm digging into the cheddar jalapeno Hellfire Club sandwich from Stellar Bar. Very excited for this because it looks insane. It has jalapeno cheddar bread with shaved pork shoulder, crispy potato sticks, spicy mayo, pineapple chutney, and Munster cheese. This has been hyped up, so this better be good. Favorite item alert. It was probably my favorite thing that I've had all night. It is so, so good. Apparently I'm a sucker for sandwiches. We're right in Minion Cafe on the patio, and I love the sandwich here. The belly, pork filling, whatever it is. So good. This is no different. So fantastic. Obviously different flavor than the sandwich here, but recommend highly, 10 out of 10. What better to wash that sandwich down with than the peanut butter smuggler, non-alcoholic. It is hot honey, lime juice, raspberry with peanut butter syrups. Interesting. This is a very odd drink. It's refreshing, but I will say one thing I'm feeling right now that I didn't feel the first few seconds. My lips are kind of tingling from the hot honey. That's really weird. It reminds me of the circus peanut from 2 or 3 years back that they served at Cafe La Bamba. Not bad, oddly refreshing, but you gotta be in the mood for it. I don't know, hit or miss.
It's staring me down. I think they put extra bubblegum mustard on it. I'm particularly nervous, but before then, we have the sour apple fries.
Ever since they announced this, I've been so looking forward to trying this. It is funnel fries, sour apple ice cream, and streusel on top. It looks delicious.
And apple pie filling as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever had sour apple ice cream before. It tastes exactly like it should. It's delicious. It's super refreshing, especially because it's starting to get a little muggy. Have you tried dipping it? It's good.
The only thing I would add is I didn't expect it to be, maybe this was just me being silly, I didn't expect it to be so crispy, the fries. The fries are very, very crispy, at least the one I had.
You know what though, I really like the fact that they're kind of crispy because then you can like really scoop the ice cream up and it holds the ice cream. I love a good frosty, French fry kind of combo. That's what we're working with here.
Very tasty.
Delicious.
I've put it off for as long as I can. The time has come. This is Dr. Oddfellow's Carnival hot dog. So I was gonna ask what makes it evil. I can tell you what makes it evil. So it's a red hot dog. They don't specify how it became red or what situation occurred it to become red. I should mention also Dr. Oddfellow is this year's icon essentially. So this is, I think, the only food item we've had tonight named after, the maestro of the horror this year. Probably rightfully so. So again, red hot dog, confetti bun. They took like confetti batter. There was confetti Oreos, fried Oreos earlier. They were delicious. They put that into the bun. Here's the red hot dog. I did not ask for this. but essentially it appears to be extra bubblegum mustard. I mean, we are like, we've doused it in some bubblegum mustard. I'm probably not the world's biggest bubblegum fan. Mustard's okay, bubblegum. And then just when you think life can't get any crazier, I'm gonna pull one of these out for you just to really, so you can see. This is a Kool-Aid pickle. Before the Halloween Horror Nights menu was released, I didn't know this existed. I like Kool-Aid and I like pickles. This is not something that I would normally, combine. So I've talked about it for about as long. Oh, and then potato sticks, but that's kind of mundane. Like, that's just a part of the hot dog, I guess. Well, the time has come. I've put it off for as long as I can. I am gonna rip off some of the confetti buns to get, get a little bite of everything. The mustard, the potato sticks, the Kool-Aid pickle. I've said that more in the last week than I ever have in my life. Okay, potato sticks on a hot dog I'm on board with. Kool-Aid pickles, surprisingly, I'm cool with them. The funfetti bun, pretty fun, as the name implies. Bubblegum mustard is, I think, where I unfortunately have to draw the line. If I were to get this again, I would have certainly asked for no bubblegum mustard. Very, very adventurous. If you're looking for like the most adventurous item at Halloween Horror Nights, let me introduce you Dr. Oddfellow Carnival's hot dog. It's really consumed me at this point. I don't have anything left to say, except my favorite item for Halloween Horror Nights 2023. Everybody's gonna share their favorites, but mine was the Bloody Snowball. I know that's a crazy take. It's a dessert. I feel like sometimes I pick desserts on these, that's controversial, I don't know, but it was really good.
So my favorite item was the sandwich I had from Stellar Bar. It was the cheddar jalapeno Hellfire Club. Fantastic, but I will say, as far as desserts go, I loved Yuri's favorite. The peanut butter pie taste was incredible. I can't rave about that enough. But this sandwich had such a unique flavor. And if you're really hungry, you're walking around the park looking for something to eat, this sandwich from Stellar Bar is my go-to, 100%.
Hands down, my favorite item tonight was the Left Behind ravioli over in Sting Alley. I really loved the crispy mushrooms on top. I thought that it was a great portion. I liked that it came in a really neat themed The Last of Us ration container. In fact, if I could also pick a dessert, kind of like Trevor did, I think that ration bar was super delicious. Honestly, everything at that stand felt like winners.
If you enjoyed this video and you're visiting Halloween Horror Nights, this is a weird video to recommend next, but Minion Cafe is open during Halloween Horror Nights, and I have a video where I tried every single item at Minion Cafe, the brand new restaurant at Universal Studios Florida. I'll leave a link to it up here or there.